Yo guys, and welcome to 621. Today's video, I want to show you more of an in-depth reason of why I find the Honda Integra, I nearly called it a Civic, the Honda Integra Dc5 a special car. So it's not a review, it's more of just a personal video for me about this car. So let's go. I guess I should start off by really telling you why this car is special to me. Not just because of how it drives, not just because of how it looks, but mainly for the reasons that how it makes me feel. Now, the Dc5 Type R was my first ever entry into the Type R realm. I got a black one with black interior, really low miles on it, and it was, oh my goodness me. I can remember the day going picking it up. I couldn't believe that I'd got one. That was the honest reaction I had. I could not believe I was picking up a Dc5 Type R. I'd pined for one for so long, and finally going to pick up my first Type R, I was like, this is the day that Honda kids dream of. Like, you might be watching this, anything under than 617, like, you might be going 16, 17, man, I would love an Integra, I'd love a Civic Type R. Trust me, it is worth the wait. I don't care what anybody says, they are worth the wait. Now, some of the stories I've got from these, I can't really tell you because not exactly doing the most legal of things, so I'm not going to obviously incriminate myself, but I had some amazing times in the car and I created some amazing friendships. But overall, the Dc5 to me is just magical. I guess one of the main reasons why it's so special is that you couldn't buy them in England. They never officially came out in England as a car that you could buy from the dealer, so I always thought they were quite special because of that reason. Now, I've always had a bit of a love-hate relationship with these cars. Normally, I buy one and I love it, and then something little tiny thing goes wrong and I throw my toys out the pram and I get rid of it. And I've got to stop doing that because I realise that the Dc5 is the car that almost like puts across my personality. Certain things I love about it, the looks, oh my god, that front end, I think it's absolutely stunning. It looks like a shark, and I don't know if any of you have seen my tattoos, but I love sharks. I've got one on my arm, and that sort of thing obviously means a lot. Like, I just think it looks beautiful. The rear end, the spoiler, I think it's perfect from factory. I just love it. I even like the OEM wheels, so I don't feel like I'm in any rush to change those. So that's one thing, I guess, that always brings me back to these cars. I absolutely adore how they look. Secondly, the look of the interior. This car is, how old is this car now? 16 years maybe? 16-year-old car, and I still don't think it looks dated. I genuinely don't. I think it looks like it could have been bought out yesterday by Honda as one of the new Type Rs. Maybe it'd have a few more, you know, spikes and stuff coming off of it, but still, I don't think it's out of place. And when I think back, this is a 16-year-old car, this technology of this engine and how fantastic it is to drive, you can't beat it to me. Like, for me, this interior is beautiful. Yeah, the dials are beautiful. The dashboard's simple but really effective. Everything's where it needs to be. And I know that might sound crazy, but there's not loads of buttons. There's nothing over the top. It just is what it is. It's a nice car to be in. I obviously changed the steering wheel out, and the main reason I changed the steering wheel out is all the stitching was gone on the original one. But the steering wheel in these is beautiful as well. Like, I love the OEM steering wheel. So it wasn't even like a thing like, oh my god, I have to change it. And all of that. It's very much just like I've changed it because the other one was very worn out and I needed it to look nice. So the Dc5 come fitted from the factory with the K28. It's one of Honda's flagship engines, I guess we could probably call it that now. Like, everybody loves, well, not everybody loves, but it's been such a fantastically successful engine. They've now turbocharged the K20 in the new FK. So the car produces from factory 217 brake horsepower. I don't know what the torque figures are, I'm sorry, but I never bothered looking. They're probably about 3. That's a joke. So yeah, and it comes with LSD as standard. The gearbox is great. I mean, 16 years old, mine does need a little bit of attention. I think I need to put some new synchros in it now if I want maximum performance from the K20, but it is what it is. Like I was saying, one of the things about the K20 is I love how this car puts down the power. In around town, if you just want to drive it like I am now, you can, in and around town, and if you're just on a casual, the car itself can drive, pick up great miles per gallon if you give that is a thing that you're interested in, and you can use it as a normal car. You can have conversations with people, it really is a great daily driver. I think the seats are great. They're Recaros from factory. I've got red carpet all in here. Obviously this is the red version, like the one with all the red interior. So you've got the red interior on here, the red side bits on the door. It's just, I'm being honest, it's a great place to be, and I've done a lot of miles in DC5s in my time, and I can't think of one that was bad. I can't think of a bad journey, but I just genuinely adore this car. It's got a huge boot. This exact car we're in is mine, so it's got all the upgraded sound system in it because I actually like listening to music while I drive, and also TalkSport. But I love how the feel of the car. The only thing is with these, my only complaint is how the steering arms are on the suspension. So if you do modify it and you put coilovers on like I have, you can, without the right aftermarket parts to complement them and the right setup, you can get quite bad bump steer. But the coilovers I have on right now, BC Racing, they're fantastic for that. They're not too bad at all. You still get a little bit more feedback on the like bounces and stuff, but nothing that I'm going to complain about because it does drive fantastically. So let's get down to why I think the DC5 is special to me. Why, to me, this car means a lot. To me, it was the car that got me into this Honda scene, like really pulled me in. I made some amazing friends, I did some amazing trips. The DC5 was the car that I used as my camera car for the first year and a half of 621 being a thing. So this car didn't just take me to, you know, places, didn't just let me go on cruises and all that sort of stuff, but it really like made me enthusiastic about driving long distances to get the footage and stuff that I really wanted for my website, because at the time it was a blog. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I picked up a lot of girls in it. I had a great time, and the first one had a Jay's Racing exhaust on it all the way through, and oh my god, did they like it when they sat in the back seat. But yeah, it was just like, I had some great times and we had some real laughs, and I think that's why the car is so special to me. Like, no other car has made me feel as good about myself as the Honda Integra DC5. I just adore it. I just adore it. I've got a personal steering wheel on it. It's called a pole position steering wheel of all names, and it's a 330mm with red suede. I just thought it complemented the interior really nicely. Yokohama Advan 8008 tyres, and I also have 61 gear knob. I replaced that with one of our weighted gear knobs, BC Racing coilovers, hard race rear camber arms, and a Jay's Racing 60R back box. Now, the car itself drives so good, and I love it, and it feels so steady at speed. It handles so nice. The LSD pulls you in every single way you want it to. Oh, it sounds sick as well. I love how you can absolutely tear through corners. Like, for a front wheel drive car, I just love it. Absolutely adore it. You get so much feedback from the car itself, telling you what you need to adjust. Yeah, you get so much feedback from the car telling you what you're doing wrong, where you need to go. But it's not a computer telling you, it's the car telling you via the steering wheel, going straight to your brain, like, yo man, you need to do this differently or we're gonna die. I just love VTEC so much. When you're in VTEC, it's just an absolute riot. Oh my god, I just love it. My heart is racing. But to get to, like everybody always moans about, to get what you want out of this engine, you've got to use it. To get what you want from the K20, you've really got to learn how to stretch it. You've really got to learn how to ride it. You've got to learn how to abuse the revs and know when you need to be dipping and when you need to be on the power, when you need to be braking, when you need to be in the right gear to be able to slam it in. Oh, as for me, why I love driving them is they're so user-based. If you're not a good driver, I don't believe you can drive a Type R fast, because you have to be able to know exactly where and when the rev range needs to be maximised to get what you want out of the car. And I think that's something that's very special about this. Not only that, it's white and red and looks amazing with white wheels, and you can't really beat that. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed this little insight into why I think the DC5 is so special. Like I said, this is all my opinion. I know people are going to disagree with it, so that's why I did it as, this is why I think it's special instead of a car review. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please hit subscribe to stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you again next time. Peace!